The minute that person comes into the police station, the clock starts ticking. Sometimes a murder detective might have a person of interest, but they haven't got much evidence against them. Certainly not enough evidence to go and arrest them. So in a situation like that, you might invite them into the police station for an interview and hope that they say yes. And then sometimes during that interview, they might just say the wrong thing. And they suddenly go from volunteering to attend the police station to being under arrest. If a person of interest doesn't volunteer to come to the police station, then you are faced with a rather large challenge. And that challenge is to try and find more evidence, to try and unearth something that you didn't know previously, that will then allow you to put a hand on their shoulder and tell them you're under arrest. And now you have no choice in the matter. You will be coming to the police station. In usual circumstances, a police officer is allowed 24 hours to keep somebody in custody. Under certain circumstances, if a senior officer thinks it's appropriate, that could be extended to, say, 36 hours. And in very exceptional circumstances, maybe even 72 hours. But that is, generally speaking, a rarity. So the minute that person comes into the police station, the clock starts ticking. It's a race against time to gather your evidence, interview that suspect, and hopefully get a decision from the Crown Prosecution Service that will say, go ahead, charge them. We've all seen that good cop, bad cop routine on television dramas and in films, but you know what? It's sometimes based on the truth. I would interview a suspect together with a colleague and I'd say, who's going to be good and who's going to be bad? Because sometimes, if you're the good cop, when the bad cop excuses himself and goes out of the room to allegedly put the kettle on, then the suspect might say to the good cop, you know what? I've got something to tell you. One of the biggest challenges that a detective may face is to try and establish whether somebody is telling the truth or not. There are some extremely convincing liars out there. Most murders are committed by somebody who is known to the victim. But that isn't always clear. Some relatives will deceive and lie and even go on the media to make appeals for people to come forward. It takes a remarkable amount of dedicated detective work to sometimes unravel the lies of those who are very close to the victims. I've come across many clever, devious, and quite frankly, fairly intelligent villains, whether I've arrested them for murder, drug running, gun smuggling, or any other form of serious crime. But I've yet to come across one that really got one over on us, because essentially detectives are determined, but they're also very patient. They may lose a battle from time to time, but in the long run they inevitably